This car club's been around for 5 decades. Just like John just said right there's 150 years of car clubs being honored tonight when you put them all together, and a lot more than that. But all the way from Bakersfield, California, the Carnales Unidos.
Hey, that's what you're looking for. No, that's what you're looking
All set.
What nationality are you? What nationality?
Oh, Bolivian.
Marco, get in here, man. Hey, Marco, ven aquí, cabrón. Eres Carnales, cabrón. Hey, ven aquí. You need to talk to this man. Get in the front, man. Right here. Right here. Hey, Baja California.
He goes, ready? 3, 2, 1.
Viva de la France. Viva California.
Perfect. Thank you, gentlemen.
All right, welcome everybody. Hey, we're just here at the Petersen Museum. About 5 of us from Carnales Unidos. Introduced from our right. We got Angel, Danilo, Mark, and Marco. And my name's Nick. And Marco's been around about 5 years. Mark's been around about 40 plus years. About 10 years for Carnales and 11 for Angel. And I've been around since 1977. So we're just proud to be here. It's amazing to be recognized the way we are being recognized, and we just thank God every day that we're able to be part of this culture. So peace out, and let's do this.
My name is Gabriel. I'm with Carnales Unidos. I've been with them for about 11 years. I currently stepped down. Stuff comes up, work, whatever. But I was the president for 3 years. I was a treasurer for 6, 7 years. Vice president for 1 year. So I contributed a lot. I love the club because it's a brotherhood that you don't find elsewhere. A lot of this stuff is to give back to the community. A lot of us mentor young, but we do mentor. We do a lot of stuff for the community. We do backpacks. We feed the homeless. We do a lot of stuff in the community. And so we're a long time known club since 1975. It's been around and always been there for the community. So other than that, we love lowriding because, like I said, it keeps our youth off the street, out of gangbanging. It shows a new way of life for a lot of the youngsters coming up in our hoods, in our way of living. Sometimes we don't have the money to do other things. So lowriding is an outlet for us to change our lives, focus on something else other than drugs and gangs. So that's all I got.
Well, with that being said, there's not much to say. Actually, I got in the club back in 1978. I did like a 12-year run. What's your name? John Cortez. I stepped down from the club, started my family. That will have to take priorities. My kids got grown up. All that we used to hear about my car in the past. So I got back in the club again and built me a truck. And I'm back doing it again. It's fun. Like you said, we do it for the community. We get along. We help out. And I just think it's a good thing to stay focused and help the community.
I guess just that one.
How are you?
On your own.
Oh, you're taking pictures. Hi, ladies. Hi. Oh,
you're fine. The ladies of Carnales Unidos.
My name is Juan Vega Jr. I'm an honorary member. I'm the only honorary member in Carnales Unidos. And
why are you an honorary member?
Because in 1985, I was in Cal State University. I was at Cal State University Bakersfield, and I was paying for my own education, going to school. But I always had a love of lowriders, the love of Harvey Reyes, the love of Carnales Unidos. So I always been around the car club ever since I was 14 years old. But they made me an honorary member knowing that I went to school. I am today, 45 years later, and I am building my first lowrider. It's a 1964 Impala Super Sport. I hope to get it plaquable. About 4 years ago, they did honor me to be in the car club, even with my hot rod truck. I have a 1971 C10.
Oh, nice.
But I love what Carnales Unidos stands for. We give a lot to the community, a lot of brotherhood, a lot of love, a lot of passion for lowriding.
With that being said, you mentioned that you were educated. Do you think that was a big thing for Harvey?
Sorry?
You being educated, do you think that was a big thing for Harvey, wanting Chicanos in general to be educated?
Yes. Harvey, if you know Harvey's background, he helped out as a counselor at Cal East High School to get the kids, boys and girls, in the right track. If you could hear his stories.
Tell them what's the first lowrider car you drove in?
The first lowrider car that I ever drove in was a 1950 Impala by John Cortez.
It tells you how old he is. Yeah, I'm 64.
I've been in the car, been around with these guys for 45 years.
Oh, nice.
But going back to Harvey and all the guys, they always show, they supported me in Cal State Bakersfield a lot, by doing different things that they allowed me to do for the car club and at Cal State Bakersfield.
So like what he's saying, back then in the 80s, the community was really doing a lot of stuff for the Mexican culture. Going to support Cal State, we were really involved in that. Juan was part of that. So he'd reach out to Harvey, and we go down there and support that. Which was a good thing back then.
That's the story I hear. That it was when the Brown movement, the Brown Berets, and everybody was fighting for that equality. Harvey and some of the Fowler's original members were thinking, how could we name it to be part of that movement, which became Carnales Unidos, which got a lot of neighborhoods together in one club, in peace, because I don't know if you guys remember the old days, everybody was killing each other, and it became a club stapled in Bakersfield to be one of the longest standing car clubs since 1975, because it brought a lot of unity between different neighborhoods. I'm from LA and I'm still in it, and it's a Bakersfield club.
And with that being said, when I got in the club, back then there was different bodies in Bakersfield. So guys were from different neighborhoods. And we got together so we could keep everything neutral, so nobody was fighting all the time. Like that's the name, Carnales Unidos, Brothers United. So it wasn't just like one neighborhood, it was from all the different bodies in Bakersfield, which I think that was a good thing.
Stand by your men. We are the women of our men from the Carnales Unidos. We have been with them for years. All this good stuff. Lots of fun. We enjoy it.
What year did it start?
1979.
This is James Perez, Tony Rodriguez, Bobby Morris. James is one of the original founders of the club. Day one. From day one. I came in, about 1977 to 1984. Left, raised a family, and I'm back for one more go round just to relive all the childhood memories. My buddy Bobby came in about 77.
1978, came in 1978. Been loving lowriders and cars my whole life. It means a lot. It's been family and friends since high school. We went to high school together. Met Harvey with our campus pop. Got us into lowriding. Never stopped. We love it. It means family, friends, being partners for 48 years. To be here and honored for 50 years of lowriding to all the families, everyone who's came, who's passed, who's just starting. It's an honor to be here. Super privileged that Joe would honor us for 50 years of lowriding.
Exactly, like I said, we've lost some along the way, and this goes out for them also, because the ones that we lost were some of the ones that paved the road to get to where we're at today. And we'll miss them. We'll miss them. Like he said, we've become family. We've been hanging around for 48 years. So that's just in that alone is a milestone. You know what I mean? So it's an honor to reach the goal. We've seen other car clubs in our era. They didn't reach this goal. And to reach this goal it's a big accomplishment.
Could be more proud. Honored to be here. Definitely.
Yeah.
Lowriding for life.
There you go.
My name is Eddie Gonzalez. Joined the club back in the early 90s. President, Sergeant at Arms. It was a different lifestyle back then. Now, being back in the club, it's just a totally new experience. You know, coming back and seeing some of the old guys, a lot of the new guys, you know, that are going to carry it into the future. It's pretty. I want to say inspiring, but it's uplifting, makes you feel good on what you're doing and where the club's going. Being together 50 years, you know, that's a goal in itself, man. To be around for that long and to pass it on to some of these younger guys that, you know, carry it on, that's going to see 75 years or, you know, maybe even 100 years. You know, I got a 1938 Chevy now. In the club back then, I had a 73 Monte Carlo. I was a president back then. It's just a totally different experience from the 90s to now. You know, the camaraderie, the brotherhood, the love that we have, the stuff that we do for the community. It's just a great experience. I want to thank Harvey Reyes, the founder of the club. You know, without him, you know, this wouldn't be happening. This is Robert. He's a good member of the club.
My name is Robert Ramos. I've been in the club 13 years and enjoy every minute of it. I also drive a 1938 business school.
My name is Joe Melendez. I've been in Carnales Unidos since 2007. One of our original members from our Fresno chapter. When we came about, we hooked up with it was Mickey Jimenez, and several other members. We were very tight with the Bakersfield chapter before we broke off and established our own chapter in Fresno. And one of the reasons we chose Carnales Unidos was just of the tight brotherhood that it brought to us, as well as the quality of vehicles. It really is a car club that focuses on lowriding. And you're not going to see you're going to see custom lowriders, and that's one of the things that we focused on. Very, very family oriented. Most of us always take our kids to the car shows. There's multiple generations in the club. I have my wife here, Esperanza Melendez, and like most of our wives in this culture, we couldn't build these type of vehicles without their support. So we appreciate that.
My name is Robert Ramos, 13 years.
Well, I'm Adam Chavez, been in the club 10 years. And my name is Andrew Cisneros. I've been in the club going on 14, 15 years, dedicated. This is my little buddy here, Juanito. Juan, you want to say something?
I think it.
Oh, he already did. He already said something. Yeah, but I just want to say, you know, the club means a lot to us. It means a lot to me, our members, all the members here. We are here for a reason. We came here to represent 49 years of the club, going on 50 years. 50 years. Which we're going to represent next year. But that 49 years takes dedication, loyalty, commitment, and dedication from each and every one of us that are in the club. Not just in this club today, from the past, present, and the future. Dedication is what it takes. Carnales Unidos. Hurry.
Salud, Carnales. All right, Carnales.
2. Carnales Unidos. 1975. And now. 2025. Oh, baby.
Lowriding. Class of 2024. This car club's been around for 5 decades. Just like John just said right there, there's 150 years of car clubs being honored tonight. When you put them all together, and a lot more than that. But all the way from Bakersfield, California, the Carnales Unidos.
On behalf of Carnales Unidos, we'd like to thank everybody for this award, but mainly I'd like to thank God for us, all of us being here. Seems like we're having a great time, and when you go home, drive home safe. We're from up north, a couple 3 hours up north, and I'm pretty sure Trino's farther from Tracy and wherever everybody came from. I'd like to thank Joe and Marcella for putting this together, original Lowrider. I'm the founder of our car club. I founded the club on April 11, 1975. A couple of 3 more weeks, I'll be 72 years old. I'm still the president at this time. But I really like to thank all the presidents that held the club for the last 49 years. And I would like to start with myself first, and then from there was Albert Marquez, and then it was Robert Hernandez, and then it was David Espinoza, and then it was, give me a second, Eddie Gonzalez, Jerry Ortiz, Eddie Gomez, Gabriel Bernal, and then at this time we have my vice president, actually not mine, it's our president, vice president, Andrew Cisneros. And if I forgot any other president, I apologize, but I'm trying to remember all these people that took the club to the level we're at. When we started Carnales Unidos, if you guys recall, back in the early 70s, the Chicano movement was real strong. The Brown Berets were out there. And so in Bakersfield, we had like 4 neighborhoods. And what we did when we were hanging out, like the late 74, early 75, and we said, you know, let's start a club that's going to be associated with our neighborhood. So we got Carnales, because we're brothers, Unidos, but we united. I united different guys from different car clubs from different neighborhoods. So when we had events, we never had no issues. Everybody knew somebody from somebody, so it was more control that way. But I really like to do also, I like to recognize the people that made our club. We have guys that have been in the club in 75, 80s, 90s, but anybody that was they're still here and some are still active. Anybody from 75, can you please stand up? Carnales Unidos members? 75, 1975. Eddie, you guys stand up. 75. 75. 80, and the 80s, how about the 80s? You guys are from the 80s. Come on. 80s, 90s, the 90s. Eddie Gonzalez, 90s to present now. How about the present guys? Present, Angel, and brother, you guys, one. You guys, one. Hey guys, be proud of who you are. You put Petersen on the map for the last 49 years. And again, without also our support, our spouses. My wife and I have been married 48 years. And some of the guys been married 30. Of course, we got a couple of guys got divorced, but anyway, that's a different story. But our wives are ones that really make our members who we are with our cars and support our club, our culture that we're into. We have a thing that we go past, present, future. So we have past, we got some future, and again, the present right here. So one day this guy will take my spot as being president, God's willing, and thank you again, Marcella and Joe, thank you again.
Hey everybody, if you guys want to take the flowers, make sure you take the flowers from your table. You're not taking the flowers. Please take them with you.
50th year. My buddy Tony from a long way back. We first started the car club.
We're both glad to be here.
Glad to be here.
49 years. Okay, ready? I'd like to thank all the wives, all our friends that have attended tonight, November the 8th. We'll never forget 2024, 49 years, Carnales Unidos. Can't do this without